Yo, what's up, guys? Gecko here, and we are back for more Rain Code. We are in the mystery labyrinth that is related to the Nailman case, and we are getting closer and closer to solving it. From what we know so far, unless there is some crazy twist that changes everything, the culprit either has to be the priest or the nun. Um, I think that it's really interesting with Halara in here with us and the fact that Halara lost their memories of the case when entering the labyrinth. There's some interesting things the game could do with that later. I was kind of sus of Halara at first for this case, like that they might be the culprit. I no longer think that's the case, again, based on the evidence, unless something crazy happens and changes everything. I don't think it can be Halara. But in the future, presumably other characters are also going to share their forte with us and come into the labyrinth with us. It would be fascinating if there is a case where one of the detective characters is the culprit and they don't remember and they like rediscover that they are while going through the labyrinth with us. That would be really interesting. So we'll see if that actually plays out, but that's just speculation for later. Right now we are just going to go into the second room and solve this kind of locked room and figure out how it went down.
Occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the second locked room?
Yes, we are. This is the one that I have mostly figured out, but I have a feeling there are some details I'm not getting or understanding. This is the one where I think that they put a string through the vent above the door, and they were able to, like, slide the key back down that afterwards to get it inside the room. That's my theory.
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner.
The flaw with my theory and why I said I haven't figured everything out yet is that if they did that, the thread would still be there. I'm not sure how they would get the thread out of there if that's what they did. Because we didn't find it with precognition, meaning it wasn't there at the time the body was discovered. That's what I haven't figured out yet.
The culprit was also missing from this room. It shares common traits with the other mailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try.
Bye-bye! Time to die again. Where did the culprit flee from?
When the corpse was found.
This one just gets right into it. Like, it just asks you this question at the start of every locked room.
The key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
Well, let's start with where they fled from. It had to be the door, because they just said that there's nowhere else to escape from or that you can fit through. So it has to be this.
Here.
Even if you haven't figured out why yet. That's the only answer.
This has to be the spot. To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
I love how Halara's investigating for the second time. Okay, at least the hallway's here so we can test this.
After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Oh, looking at the type of key. Does it have a hole to put a string through? Surely it must.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now.
They always have some kind of opening so you could put it on a key ring. Oh?
Huh?
Oh?
Looks like we're locked out.
Does it lock itself when it shuts? That chair, too. Was that there before?
This is that, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the
Okay, if it locks itself, that's easy then. They literally just walked out and it locked.
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
I really like how Halara is like encouraging us and kind of letting us figure things out. It's really sweet. Because at first it kind of seemed like they were looking down on us for being a trainee, but they are like secretly kind of trying to teach us.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that
Oh, it doesn't
case-
have a hole. Okay. Because of the culprit, what happened to the key? Thrown... Wait, what happened?
That's right.
Thrown in?
The key could be slid through the
Oh,
gap
oh,
in the
okay.
fence cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here,
No, not thrown though. Because there are markings there are markings on the vent.
it stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
Yeah, that wasn't the answer.
was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Halara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Come on, Yuma. I bet you can figure this out.
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian.
Hey, they forgot about our debt. That's a good thing.
Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key.
No, it's nailed down.
But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
And that too. Oh?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
Here we go again. Sorry, Yuma.
Just give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while.
Oh. So my theory wasn't right. Did they use the thread to literally pull the body?
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Yeah, it's the thread.
Cool.
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor.
She's done more work than you, lady.
So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Oh, this thing. Here we go. It's gonna be thread or string or something like that. Bro, why do we have to do this? They literally, like, Hangman's Gambit already sucked. They made it worse by flavoring it like this. Why the fuck is this the aesthetic for the minigame? The Shinigami puzzle.
Try to solve it. Like
All right. It looks like it's going to be string based on the letters I can see. Oh, I forgot how to shoot. How do we shoot? Okay. There we go. Okay. Where's the I? String.
That's right.
N and the G. Easy. We did it, guys. The culprit used a string to move the body. See, that is not quite how I thought it worked out. Oh, I forgot about this. What the fuck? So that's why the top half of the body wasn't nailed down. But then you can't really move the whole thing. You can pull it to sit it up, I guess.
there was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor.
Yeah, but the top ones did not.
Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time?
Ooh, are we gonna battle on these platforms?
The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
This guy's so creepy.
Take him down first!
I really like the voice acting for it. So I'm assuming we're gonna be using the marks on the vent and the doll to be like, how would these, like, what made these marks if it wasn't the thread, the string?
Your deduction is wrong.
So what do we have? We have the doll, we have the blood stains. Oh, it could be the blood stains. Yeah, because the blood stains show... Nope, it's not that.
Except...
Yeah, I think we're using the bloodstains moving in different directions to say that the ones at the top aren't actually pinning it down to the floor.
It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Nope. That is false. I still can't get over this dude's hair. It is insane.
No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline.
Oh, so was it... Did they have it propped sitting up using the string at first? And then they just lowered it down? Is that what they did?
The blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
The music is jamming. Is that it? It was just the one... Oh, no, there's more of you. I was gonna say the one question, but also it's not the one guy anymore either.
Ugh, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter.
Oh, lovely. They have overlapping voices now.
As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, We gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Hey, wait!
Oh, we got yeeted.
Won't let you.
That is so creepy, dude. Oh, we are literally being chased. Okay. What position was the corpse in before it was moved? I think it was sitting up. It was sitting up. Hey, yo. Fuck him up, Yuma.
That's right. The corpse was sitting up at first.
I love how Halara's just chilling.
That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
What was used to sit the body upright? That was the string. Yeah, a thin string. Yeet! Your clones are gone,
The
buddy.
string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
And what is our final question? Why was the corpse lying on its back at the time of discovery? The string was cut, I guess? Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Nope. Okay, what were the other choices? It was moved when the string was retrieved? It was moved when discovered. No. Okay, never mind. It was retrieved. Okay. I guess that makes the most sense. I'm thrown off because I haven't figured how they retrieved it yet. So I can't, like... I can't figure out how that could be the right answer. But I guess we'll find out how. Okay, they retrieved it, I guess.
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
How, though? Okay, at least we got back to the room. So we can figure the rest of this shit out.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Huh? When did that happen?
Okay, he has the string now.
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did.
Oh, so maybe this is why the floor plan mattered, because we do have a solution key showing the floor plan of the whole
Master,
room.
you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Recreate the locked room? Oh boy. I don't know if I
Gotta
can.
think like the culprit, Master.
Okay, think about how the culprit created the locked room and follow the same steps.
What place is
Inspect
suspicious?
items following the sequence of events. Some weren't used in the crime, so be careful. Bro, I am not gonna figure this out, I will tell you right now. Okay, I'm pretty sure we started at the wall over here. I think this is what it's anchored to.
Maybe you got the order wrong.
Oh, never mind.
First,
Okay.
you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a
I-
sturdy spot where it can be easily
Oh, where it can be
retrieved.
retrieved later. So we start at the vent. Okay, got it. Okay. We start at the vent, because that's where they can
First,
retrieve it
A
from.
knot was tied through a slit in the vent.
Oh, wait. I get it now. If you start it here, you can just cut it and retrieve the whole thing through here. I get it. Okay.
After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Like the doll. So I think it went to the doll next? I'm really lost, guys. I'm sorry. That is all I figured out is the door and the doll have signs of where. I don't know where it went from there.
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye. And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
And is it the corpse yet, or is there something else in between? I thought it was the corpse next.
Right.
It is,
line was
okay.
then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That
Which was the neck. Under the neck, because that's where the mark
here,
was.
behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
Well, it says 3 out of 5. I was gonna say it could go right back to the vent, but considering there has to be 2 more things, I don't think it's that. I guess it's this.
Great work! I think you're getting
No, it's
close to
not.
completing the locked room.
I didn't think it was, but I don't know what else I can click. I mean, is it just back to the vent again? What would the 5th thing be then? I'll just try this and see what happens.
Now, to return the line to the vent.
Oh, it is. Okay.
This kept the corpse's upper
Okay.
torso in place. The room has been completely prepared.
Okay, so
next,
this is kind of how I envisioned it before, like what my theory was. But let's see where they go with it from here. Then what though? What's the 5th thing? The door? Oh wait, yeah, no, the line is done now. We're just following the culprit steps. The 5th step is to go out the door. Okay. I get it now. I thought the fishing line had to go through 5
through the door
things.
and locked it with the key.
And then the vent gap.
The key was thrown through the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then,
Yeah. The only thing is, like, you'd have to get this right on the first try because now you're locked out of the room. So it's like, I don't know, it's a little convenient that they could have thrown it exactly there.
the corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
Okay. So we mostly had that one figured out. There were just a few details that I was not understanding. The next one, I honestly have no idea. I'm lost on that one.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Alrighty. Well, that is 3 of the 4, like, cases, I guess, murders figured out now. The mansion study was quite an elaborate locked room.
Except,
Yeah, but what we know so far isn't enough to pinpoint who the real culprit is. Calm down. We're only partway through the labyrinth. Even if we solve everything at the last second, it's still solved. I really appreciate how calm Halara is. I'd be freaking out.
Hey!
Now, where's the next solution key? Master, come on down and solve the... Come on down and solve the mansion locked room. Next up to win big, Halara. Saving the day. It's a new me. I have no idea what you're talking about, Shinigami. What are you even imitating? We're in the same boat again. I have no idea what you're talking about. We're the first 3 contestants on the scythe is right. Oh my word. Alright, moving on. Looks like we finally
made it to the treasure chest.
Okay, she's gonna voice that one.
Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
Yes, you worked so hard this whole time. You have been doing everything, Shinigami. Okay, so we got the fishing line locked room.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if this points to anyone in particular. If we're saying that the priest and the nun are the most suspicious people, I don't remember enough of my conversations with them to remember which, like, if this would help us at all.
Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Okay. And I
Let's
saved the
solve
hardest
the
for
rest.
last.
right.
Although it did recommend we do them in chronological order anyway.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the third locked room?
Yes, we are. I wonder if the worshiper who is like a fanatic of the Nailman knows that it's somebody from the church.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
Yeah, what else is new?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
Is it gonna be where did the culprit flee from? Yeah. I mean, again, it has to be the door, because there is literally nowhere else to escape from. So that's what we have to assume, even if we don't know how yet.
Here.
I like the
culprit could have
music
only
for the
escaped
spot
from
selection.
here, but
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
no, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
The Nailman phoned it in that day. They're like, I can't be bothered with this. I'm just gonna use a spare key.
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate.
That makes no sense, because there are already 2 of them. Of course it can be duplicated.
I learned
But we'll
that
go with it.
thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting.
So, yeah, the thing with the window is, like, because you can fit a finger through it, there is, like, the option of, you know, they could put, if they could take the key, dump it out the window, leave, go outside to get it from underneath the window, and then bring it back and lock the room. But that doesn't explain how they got it. And if the employee really had the second one the whole time, and this is the first key, how did it then get inside the room on the portrait? So I'm not sure exactly how this works.
So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma, can you go check outside of that window?
We already did this.
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Really?
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't?
Halara's like, this is child's play.
How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Well, the interesting thing is, they said it was solved simply from knowing that Yuma has checked outside the window before. He didn't even say what is on the other side of the window.
It unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
Alright, let's go see.
So that is really interesting. Oh. Here we go.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Because Halara said so, and Halara knows what they're doing.
Halara told me to check it twice.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey, maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
No, but how did it get on the painting? You said something stupid, Shinigami, and now the labyrinth's like, you fuckhead, that's not the right answer. Oh, we have the key.
this the storage key?
Which means...
Which means it's time to kill Yuma again. Because of the culprit. What happened to
This
the
one's
key?
a freebie.
Because of the culprit? What does that mean?
I was right. Just toss it in there, Master.
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
I don't know about throw necessarily. Was the key thrown in?
Hurry up and throw the key!
I feel like it's not. I want to see what happens if you don't answer.
You're gonna fall!
I mean, I think it was put in there through the window. I just want to know what happens.
That's the right answer?
Okay, no, that was right.
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, I think they threw it outside.
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
I think my theory is really stupid. I feel like I'm not on the right track. Maybe I'm on the right track, but I feel like I have no idea what's going on. Oh. Are we dead? Whoa. Oh, hello.
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit
Oh
did.
boy, I have even less of a clue about this
Try
one.
it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
But I do like this like mini game, the way it presents it, where you kind of have to walk through what the culprit did.
Good luck, Master!
For one, it's unique from Danganronpa, which is really nice because most of the other mini games are actually exactly the same. So it's a breath of fresh air, but it also is just it makes you think about the case in a different way.
First, do something about that doll.
First, do something about the doll. What do you mean? What do you mean do something about the doll? There's the window. There's the portrait. There's the painting. What do you mean do something about the doll? Nail it to the painting? Was that the very first thing?
All right, first, take the painting.
Prop the painting up against the wall next to the window. Nail the key to... I think... Was it propped up against the... Oh! Wait, let me think through this. Okay, are they implying that it was propped up near the window? They went outside with the doll, the nail, and the key? No. Went outside with the doll and the nail and the key, locked the door with the key, went to the window, hammered the key through the nail through the doll into the painting, and then pushed the painting back into the room. I think that's what it is. We're gonna go with that theory.
It's too early for that step.
Oh, never
There are
mind.
other things you have to do
I was
before
wrong.
standing
Never
up.
mind.
The key will be nailed to the painting at the end. But you must nail something else on before that.
Was the doll nailed in first? Nail the doll to the painting?
The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting.
Okay.
Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
Oh, right. Yeah, because the doll can't fit through the window. Yeah, I get it. But both of those were done first. Okay, now we prop it against the window.
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that...
Okay, now we leave, right?
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
Okay. And then we nail the key to this.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key
And then nailed it.
the culprit nailed the key to the painting along with the doll from outside the window. Finally,
And then knocked the painting toward the room.
I pushed the painting into the room.
Oh, this is so clever.
It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit
This is
did it.
clever. See, but I really like this mini game because I wouldn't have figured it out if it didn't present it this way, I don't think. I think having to do it myself and say, okay, like what would be the first step for setting this up is kind of what gave me the light bulb of like, oh, you could use this item in this way. It helped that it had like the multiple choice too. That also gave me the idea for it, but like I like how it walks us through it step by step. That was clever. I like that. Not that I didn't like the others, but that one was like harder to figure out for me than the other ones.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious.
Yeah, but where does that get us in terms of solving who the culprit is?
So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by...
Uh-huh.
Wait, you mean me?
The shade from Halara, I love it. So now we just have to figure out where is this leading? How does this help us?
What is it?
You don't look very happy.
Oh,
Oh, I was thinking about the locked room at the art gallery storage. I think anybody could have recreated that. Agreed. Anybody could make a locked room mystery. The culprit, the nail man, anyone. Right.
Well,
What a tough locked room, but I'm sure the treasure will be worth the effort. Maybe you'll get like 10 solution keys. I can't wait.
hey, a treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
Uh-huh.
how would you decide that?
And it's not going to be you this time, is it?
Like this.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, at least she's self-aware.
I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
Makes sense. That's what I was wondering. I just said it.
It's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Yeah, but where do we go from here? All of these are completed now. What's it gonna
That's
throw at
it
us
for all
next?
the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here? I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask. Who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
I'd play a game where Halara was the protagonist. That sounds pretty cool to me. Halara has grown on me so much over this chapter. I absolutely love them. I think they're my favorite characters so far. I mean, Vivia was, and I adore him. I really do love Vivia, and I can't wait
Space
to
is
join him,
creepy.
because I'm sure that's going to happen at some point, or have him
Don't be
join
afraid
us.
to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth.
But I love Halara.
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Ooh, we're in like a dungeon right now. And we're going down. Wait up, guys. I can't move any faster than this. Ooh, what's gonna be at the bottom? This feels like entering a Dark Souls boss arena. Oh, are we at the church? Nope. Oh, it is just a dungeon. Oh, are these the 4 culprits? Uh-huh. Or the 4 possibilities, I mean.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here.
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do with the case.
We know you don't, buddy. It's okay.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
You're still sus as hell, even if you didn't do it.
Wow, they're all here.
Stop worshipping serial killers.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
We have to do this already? I actually haven't figured
You
it out
solved
yet.
all the locked room mysteries before you made it here.
Maybe I could if I looked back at our keys, because I just don't remember the conversations with these people well enough.
You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. She used her catchphrase on us? That is sick.
Alright, I'll try.
Ooh, somebody's guilty.
Okay, who's the culprit? Figure it out and hit him with a dramatic finger point. Make the right choice and you'll reveal a new truth. Okay, that's it? Who is the nail man?
I'm not the nail man!
Can I want to try to... Ugh, it doesn't let me look at my solution keys that I have right now. So I'm gonna have to guess.
Not the culprit.
It's one of you two.
Nail man?
Okay, the nun said something about a broken arm. Would that have affected... Well, would she have been able... Well, we don't know. When did she break it? Oh, I should have gone back and listened to their conversations again. I didn't realize that, like, we wouldn't be able to look back at it. And I honestly don't remember anything the priest said.
I'm not the nail
Just
man.
because you've got an attitude, I'm just gonna pick you. Why not? It definitely could be the priest. Nope, it's the priest. Okay. My bad.
Don't make me kill your ass.
My bad. You just got a toot. It's totally fine. The priest is way more... Actually, wait. Didn't
Considering all the evidence gathered so far,
I say something about the priest being suspicious when we talked to him? I need to go back and rewatch that part. I can't remember what he said.
Nail man?
Okay, it's the priest.
I'm not the culprit.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
the culprit is you, Father.
What? That's an absolutely...
Ridiculous thing to say.
Not you.
Why won't he just give up?
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit. That's impossible.
Really? Do tell.
How dare you spew such nonsense?
Right! Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Oh, is it transformation time? Transformation sequence? Holy shit, that hair. Those pauldrons? Bro, this fit is insane. The pauldrons go hard. I would wear those. I don't know about the hair. The hair is kind of wild. That's been the case for all of them, though. Although Zilch's hair looked good. In his, like, werewolf transformed mode. Oh, you're both here? Fuck off. Okay, the person with access to the incinerator and then the vent of the it must be this for now. Uh-huh.
It's total blasphemy. I am not the nail. That's it.
Maybe the nun's broken arm would have prevented her from doing some of the stuff.
The mailman is the worshiper.
Oops. Oh, I didn't press it in time. I've done this so many times.
Yeah.
So many of these I've missed because I just didn't push the button in time. Where's the... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. The assist from Molara is cool. I was trying to fast forward. Okay, here we go. Oh, hello? Bro, why did it... That's so annoying. Why was it on the other side that time? Yeah, I know what the answer is, game. You just switched it up on me. Was it not on the other side before? I swore it was.
The mailman is the worshiper.
There we go. No? Wait. Huh?
No.
Then
I'm confused now.
I'm a man of
Oh, I was using the wrong fucking one. I had the wrong solution key pulled up. So no wonder it didn't work.
the mailman is the worshiper.
There we go.
The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member, so he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous.
Okay. Thin person, maybe?
The church is the culprit. Even so, I am not the culprit.
I'm guessing it's gonna bring up that the other guy could have done it. Nope. I pressed that too soon.
Yes, there's the servant.
Yeah, there is.
The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit the crimes.
Nope.
Flash through this mystery.
I'm not sure how we're gonna refute the nun as a possibility, though, because I don't think we have solution keys related to her.
Climbing up to the
We'll have to go
upper
about
part
it
of
some
the
other
window
way.
With only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
No, no! Absolute lies!
Non-public information, fishing line, floor plan of the study.
Nun must be the culprit.
Oops, that is... Wait, how do I look at my... How do I view the keys? There we go, there we go. Okay. I need to know what this is. The victims of the killings were all strangled, but the cause of death wasn't publicized. The fishing line locked room, a fishing line. The key's placement implies that only someone with full use of their arms could have fashioned the room. There's our ticket. She had a broken arm. Oops. Go back.
Hope works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
No, she was not. But was there a key related to the nun? Because you could easily have forgotten that information. The only reason that I even remembered she broke her arm was because a friend and I were talking about it in Discord. Otherwise, I would have forgotten that part of the conversation. So yeah, that's interesting that there was no way to go back and check that. Like, you would just have to remember it.
With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that, which means she's not the culprit. It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you. You are the nail man.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well, they got us.
You're useless. I am a priest in service to God.
Oh, are we transforming again? Oh, whoa.
I am not the nail man.
That is a crazy look. That is a total outfit change.
What god would make you this ugly?
is nothing but fantasy.
He looks like the dude from that My Main Goal Is to Blow Up Vine. He's got the teeth.
You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do! It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know.
I mean, the evidence is that nobody else could have done it. We already proved that.
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods. What do you mean? In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
We're bringing this back. We're bringing back bluffing. Oh, shit.
Use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage.
What can we lie about?
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff? In other words, I should just claim I have solid evidence. But what could I use as a bluff?
Yeah, because if they just say, what is the evidence? Like, it has to be something believable. So are we going to be bluffing during death matches? Is that what this mechanic is going to be? Oh my gosh, we have a lot to choose from. Okay. So we have the murder case report. Oh, we could lie about what's in the report. Maybe. Potentially. We have the suspicious footprints that were found near the wall. We have the past murders, which was information obtained from the church worshiper who knows about the murders. And we also have the nail... Oh. Okay, I don't think that's relevant here. We haven't used it yet, but I don't think it's relevant. A nail is driven into the portrait. Maybe it's this? I don't know. We'll have to see what he's talking about.
Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy.
Well, that's not true.
Do you have any proof? Did you find my fingerprints?
No.
Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence.
No. Okay. I should have waited. I should have waited to see what it was going to do. I just like trying to get it on the first go.
Enough with your stupid fantasy.
Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy. Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's
No evidence. Because I'm not the culprit.
That's true.
Okay, I guess we don't have hard evidence that proves the priest is the culprit. But it's just like Halara said, use whatever you have, bluff if you... But it hasn't taught me how to bluff. Was it a control on the side that I didn't notice? If I use that one thing, then maybe. Slash noise, view... No, there's no bluffing button. I think we're literally just lying about the evidence we have. I think? So, okay, wait, this didn't work when we used it on the last option. I guess... oh, wait, he did say fingerprints. We could lie about having his footprints, that we recognize them as his. Maybe that's what it wants us to do? Let's try that.
Did you find my fingerprints?
Not fingerprints. Not quite.
Of course there's no evidence.
Okay, that is what it wanted us to do. Interesting.
You left clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene.
Oh, well, actually, it's not a lie because they are his. It's actually not even a lie.
There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out...
Because it's like if we have deduced that it's him, we can say that those must be his footprints, and therefore that's our proof of that it's him. And we can always check his shoes.
They perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible. I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
Oh, did you now? Did you now?
Yourself away.
Whoopsies! You fucked up, bro.
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
You didn't have to do it in such a fucked up way if that's what you really thought you were doing. Like, holy
Looks
shit,
like it
man.
worked. Good job, Yuma.
Thanks.
Karnai Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that harm others. That's why the people asked the Nailmen to kill them. Evil must be punished. And so, I strangled them, made them suffer. All I did was slay evil.
And now you shall be slain as well. Oh, he gonna explode now. He's just a little Q.
If someone hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome?
You got issues, hun.
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Aw.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Yeah, what's the twist here? It was too simple.
Huh? It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
Yeah, I suppose if the Peacekeepers and Seth have been covering this stuff up and trying to twist it a certain way, such as framing the dad that we're trying to save, that definitely could be what they're talking about. Like, other things have been covered up, too.
Someone else's agenda?
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
You mean there's another culprit? But...
Yuma, if you consider yourself to be a detective, you must see the truth through to
Oh,
the
she
very
put her
end.
hand on our shoulder. It's just like, ever since we found out about their aversion to touching people, it is so sweet when they do this as reassurance. It's just, it's a nice little character detail that I appreciate.
No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
All right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective.
I'm intrigued all over again. Like, where is this gonna go now? Because it seemed like we were at the conclusion, but it's really not.
Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret,
Which would it be?
it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Which would be the one where the cause of death was different, which is 3, the art gallery.
Different.
Yeah.
Master, I get the feeling you want my help.
Oh yeah, because didn't the report that the Peacekeepers publicized not have the cause of death listed? Or what was it that was missing? I feel like the cause of death was not correct.
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it all out.
Yeah, 3 is different. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Are we gonna have to spell out cause of death?
Try to solve it, lickety-split.
The locked room is different from the others because of the victims. Oh, the wound, I bet, is what it'll be. Maybe? No, we don't have the letters for that. Because of the victims... The victims... I'm just gonna guess letters. Because of the victims what? Death? Oh, okay, you can spell death. I guess rather than cause of death. I appreciate that it's short, but it kind of threw me off what they meant, or what the word could be. Oops, I missed it.
Go, go, go! Nice!
Okay. Yeah, that does make me wonder. Oh, I wonder if, I was gonna say, I wonder if maybe the Peacekeepers just killed that person and then made it look like a Nailman killing, maybe?
New paths opened up. It seems to be a hidden passage. If so, then the truth should be somewhere down there. Let's go.
Yeah.
This is such a dilemma because we're kind of at a good episode length right now. But at the same time, it also kind of sucks to leave it off here because it's like, if we are right at the conclusion where we, like, I don't know how much longer we have basically to solve this. So it's possible it makes sense to save it for the next episode, or it might be an awkward cutoff time. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna progress and see what it wants us to solve next. And if it seems like there's still gonna be a lot more, then we will cut it here. But otherwise, I'll do a little bit of a longer episode to finish up the case if that seems doable. It is so haunting to have these bodies here while we're running.
I see. So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Right. The victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death. All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting. There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma.
Okay. But what does it mean? That's the question. The music is ramping up. It's like a remix. Ooh, what is this room? Oh, is this gonna be one of those choice
Here's
doors?
another obstacle, but it's likely to be an insignificant one. Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Right.
We still gotta do this though. Sorry, Yuma. Why was the cause of death made to look like strangulation? So that we thought it was the Nailman. The work of the priest? No, the work of a copycat. I think it wasn't actually the Nailman that time. Yeah. So I wonder, by solving this, is it going to kill the priest and the other, like, culprit or person involved in this? Do both of them die if we solve the mystery?
The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents.
And could it be Seth?
By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the Nailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
I agree.
It's always a good sign when Halara agrees. We're probably on the right track then. Oh, so, okay. Oh, wait. But one of them did
Among the
it?
string of mailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the Nailman's identity. So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed. We need to uncover this imposter's identity.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, but it's the same issue where, like, I don't remember enough about what they said to figure it out. The boy? Oh, dude, no, that would be so sad.
What the hell? I'll kill your ass!
Would both arms have been required? Yeah, you'd have to nail the thing in. I don't think it can be the nun because of the arm.
No, it's not
Okay,
me.
the size of the person wouldn't matter for this one, right?
I told you already.
It feels like him, right?
Nothing to do with this.
He's so wait, and he also, okay, there was the thing about he knocked over the paint can when he first came in, and I'm not sure why or how it's relevant, but it feels like that was done intentionally to cover something up. I'm so sus of this guy, and I don't like him. I'm just gonna pick him. Nice, okay.
You are the copycat criminal.
He is enough of a fanboy that he would copy the Nailman.
Me? What are you talking about? I told you all about the Nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation.
So did the priest.
And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, he gets a transformation sequence too.
Your investigation isn't worth shit.
Oh, he's got the same outfit.
Dust!
But I mean, I guess, okay, copycat, I get it. He literally has the same outfit that the priest did. That's actually kind of clever. His face wearing those, I know what it is. Oh my word. I was gonna say he reminds me of another character. He looks like fucking Spampton, dude. Wait, I need to see it closer. Maybe it's not that similar. But that's what it reminded me of when I first saw his face. Spampton fight in Raincode. Let's go. It's the hair too. The hairstyle is kind of similar. I hate that.
Me of being the culprit. I was just first on the scene.
Oh, whoops. I didn't even look at what keys we have. Okay, we have the woman's corpse, which has blunt force trauma. We have the past murders, which was the info that we got from him. We have the victim's neck, which is the rope marks, but no resistance. Does it have something else? Oh, there's also string mark. Oh, this is from the other one in the mansion. We don't need that. And then the victims of the killings were all strangled, but the cause of death wasn't publicized. That's what I was thinking of before. Okay. It might be this one, potentially.
You think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
No. It does not give you much time to react. I was like, I don't think I had the right key, but there was no time to change it and slash in time to still get it. You do really have to anticipate what you're going to be needing to use. So I guess it would be the woman's corpse? I have to remember what I was even refuting. Oh wait, oh, it was the cause of death. That's right, that's right.
The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
No. What?
I knew it.
Why is that not correct? Why wasn't the non-public information correct? Wait, let me look at these again. The past murders. The information was obtained from the church worshiper who knew about the past murders. That was how we knew the locations. The victim's neck? There are rope marks. There are also... oh no, this is the mansion one. I need to ignore that one. The victims of the killings were all strangled, but the cause was not publicized. This was that, like all other victims, there are signs of strangulation, but no wounds from resisting. Why did these not work? Let me see what else he says after that, I guess.
I'm a copycat criminal. It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
It wasn't different each time, just the one time.
Copycat criminal. Why is it me? Irving could be the copycat.
Ow. Ow.
Copycat. Anyone could have done it.
Not, well... I'm very confused about this one. Did I not try both of those keys I said I was gonna try?
Except,
In order to copy the crime, you would need to know the details of the case. Oh, okay, I get the angle we're coming from now. Yeah, right, I did not think of that. It's that, right. He was the one who knew about the past murders. Got it. I get it now. I was not thinking of it the right way.
Each time, yeah?
No. Fucking hell, dude. Ugh, I hate when this happens. It's like I understand, but you still have to do the minigame correctly.
I was just first on the scene.
No, that's true. Don't slash that. I'm glad I messed that up.
Copycat criminal. It could have all been the Nailman. Different each time, yeah?
Oh, this is okay. We're refuting the last thing where he says it couldn't have been, or it could have been anybody.
Could have done it.
No, they couldn't have. Come on. There we go. No. Did I have the wrong one up again? Oh my word. This is going to drive me crazy. The past... I'm so confused. The past murders, that's the info we got from him. He knew about the murder, so therefore not anyone could have done it, right? Because he is who had the information about the past murders. Am I thinking of this wrong? Oh, non-public information. Here we go. I get it now. It wasn't public information, so how he shouldn't have known about it. There we go. Oh my gosh, that one took forever.
the cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the Nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the Nailman himself, the Peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you! You could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
He just ran out of there so fast.
After him! Beat some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical phantom!
The what?
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliche.
It is. That's why we thought it wasn't
I was
him.
always suspicious, but because the real Nailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots. He was fascinated by the Nailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the Nailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
Yeah, wasn't this the end last time? Don't we go up the steps and do that minigame where we ride on Shinigami as a kaiju? Yeah, here we go with the castle. Okay, I think we're right at the end here.
I won't let you. You have the truth.
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth. Master, don't let your guard down.
Yeah.
Does Halara get to ride with us this time too? Don't leave them out of this. Come on, Yuma. You know the drill. We've done this before. I forgot about that part, though. I forgot about that part. Dude, Yuma is gonna be so fucking traumatized after all this. He probably already is. Where's Halara, though? Well, at least Halara didn't have to get put in Shinigami's mouth. They got spared that.
Let's do this, Master.
Okay, I have to remember what the buttons for this are. I think we tackle stuff in front of us, right? Tackle stuff. And then jump over this. And then we kick the balls in the air. Kick. I pressed it. Come on. I pressed it. There we go.
Stop with your lies! Everything was done by the Nailman! I'm not the culprit!
Here she comes.
You accuse me when you have no proof!
Oh lord, she coming.
You didn't even check the crime scenes back then!
Destroy the wall with a solution key. You didn't even check the crime scenes. What do you mean? The past murders. Oh, Halara's forte. Oops. Wait. I can't tell which one it's selecting. Here we go.
You're wrong!
Because of her forte, that's how we could check them. Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, nobody else would have been able to check
Thanks to
past
Halara's
crime
forte,
scenes.
We were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party...
Well, that's
first
interesting in the art gallery's case, then, because he wasn't the third party. He was the killer.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence.
Time to end him.
Wrong! Shut up! Stop it! Get away from me! Damn it! Find you! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Who cares if you use post-cognition? You only saw what I saw as the first person on scene.
No, not for that
You will
case.
help lead you to the culprit. You're never gonna find the culprit. What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered.
Destroy it with a solution key. Okay, we have thin person, non-public information, the paint on the floor. Here we go.
Halara's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated.
Oh, I did not even think of that.
But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered.
I mean, I thought of it when we were using the key here, but I didn't think of that earlier in the case when we were looking at all the keys.
That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit.
This is the truth of the case.
Time to boom kill him. So both these dudes are just gonna drop dead all of a sudden.
Master, finish him! Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can!
Cutscene time. I wonder how Halara is going to react to the fact that the culprits get killed from this, because I don't think we mentioned that yet. I have a feeling they won't necessarily have moral qualms about it, but I'm just curious how they'll react to it. Oh yeah, now we have to do this too. I think we'll do this next time. Because the comic book takes a while, not only to do and then to have it play out as well. So I think we're gonna stop here. We did get to find out who the killer or killers actually were. And then we will see how this ends up concluding, because like last time, like the first chapter, Shinigami kind of pointed out you don't have to worry about what happens when you get back to the real world. That'll take care of itself. And it turned out that the culprit ends up getting killed. And so in that case, that kind of absolved us and they let us go. But in this one, like with how intense Seth is on covering stuff up, I'm not actually sure how we'll get out of this and if this is going to resolve itself easily. So that's what I'm curious to see, is how this actually works out in the end. But we'll have to find that out next time. And then we'll probably be moving into chapter 2 as well in the next episode. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Let me know if you also figured out the culprit or culprits for this one before it was revealed. And I will see you in the next episode.